Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Teacher Sidika's classroom. Today, we're going to be focusing on time. So our LO for today is we are converting. Converting means changing units of time, specifically day, hours, minutes, and seconds. Our S2S for today are, first we're going to check on the units, and then second one is we're going to choose which conversion, and then we're going to carry out with the calculation. So today it's all about converting. Converting means changing from units of time to another units of time. First, we're going to briefly recap on time components, particularly days, hours, minutes, and seconds. So we all know what days are. Days in Malay means hari, so we know the concept of days. We're going to look at this 3 hours, minutes, and seconds. So we're going to start with hours. So hours is the shorthand on the clock, and we know that. So this shorthand represent hours. The minutes is represented by the longhand on the clock. So this shows 9 o'clock. And seconds, the long and skinny hand that never stops ticking. Here we go. So we have we have 3 hands in a clock. So the seconds represents the long and skinny hand that never stops ticking. Day. Now, in a day, we start a new day at 12 a.m. So that's 00 hour here. So it start off with 12 a.m. During midnight, and then followed by 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., we're still sleeping by then, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., we're going to wake up to pray subuh, and then 6 a.m., starting to get ready for school, shower, breakfast, and then 7 a.m. Is the time where you should be at school every day. And then we'll start our morning assembly, and we're gonna start off our morning lesson as well, followed by 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m. is your break time, 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. Now 12 p.m. or 12 noon is 12 tengah hari. Then followed by 1 p.m. That is represented by this 13 hours. Okay, we're going to talk more about 1300 hours, 1400 hours, 24-hour clock, and 12-hour clock when you go to year 5. And then, so it rotates from 12 a.m. in the morning to 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and then until 12 noon, and carry on at 1300 hours, that's 1 p.m., which is 1 petang. Probably most of you are getting ready for your ugama. And then followed by 14 hours, 1400 hours, 2 p.m., 2 petang, and then 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Now this is starting from here, it's 6 p.m. already. So 6 6 petang. And then 1900 hours, now this is 7 p.m., 7 malam. And then probably you'll be sleeping by 9, which is 2100 hour, or by 10, 2200 hour, 2300 hour, and then 24. So that's when the 12 a.m. starts again. So in one day, we all know that we have 24 hours. Now, in hours, the shorthand shows the hour. So here it points at 1, and we know that from 1 to 2 it takes 60 minutes. So in 1 hour, to get from 1 to 2, the another hand, which is a minute, is ticking at 60 times. That means 60 minutes. So 1 hour equals to 60 minutes. This you should know you should keep this in mind. Next, minutes. The longhand shows the minute. So this clock shows us it's 1 o'clock. So 1 minute equals to 60 seconds. So the longhand, it ticks until it makes a complete circle, and that takes about 60 times. So we know that 1 minute equals to 60 seconds. Then seconds. So that shows 1 o'clock. Seconds represent the long and skinny hand that never stops ticking ever. So you can refer to your clock or watches you have at home right now and see that this long and skinny hand, whatever you do will, except for when the battery dies, this will never stop ticking. And this represents seconds. Now we're going to be focusing on conversion of time. Conversion means changing of time. Conversion of time units specifically. So if we want to change from hours to minutes, we times it by 60. And if we want to change from minutes to seconds, we also times by 60. So we're going to look at 3 examples today, and there will be some examples for you to try by yourself as well. So example 1, convert from hour to minute. I'm going to write down the S2S right on this side. So first we need to check on the units. So check on the units. What does it tell you to do? It asks you to convert from hour to minute, and then choose which conversion. So you're just going to be focusing on hours and minutes. And just now I show you if you want to change from hours to minutes, you just times it by 60. So step 3, just carry out the calculation. For example, 1 hour is equal to how many minutes? Now we all know this already from the previous slide. We know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So the answer here is 60. Next one, how about 2 hours? Now we want to change this from hour to minute. So want to change from hour to minute, we times it by 60. So we just rewrite this in column form. 60 times 2, so 0 times 2 is 0, 2 times 6 is 12, and the answer is 120 minutes. Next, 5 hours. I want to change 5 hours to minute, so same steps as well. We're going to be focusing on hours and minutes. So if we want to change from hours to minutes, you just times it by 60. So change this to column format. So 0 times 5 gives 0, 5 times 6 gives 30, and the answer is 300 minutes. So just now we were focusing on this part of the conversion, which is hours to minutes. Next, we're going to look at convert from minute to seconds. So S2S, step 1, check the units. So read the question. Convert from minute to seconds. Choose which conversion. So we're changing from minutes to seconds. And you're just going to times it by 60. And then step 3, carry out the calculation. 1 minute is equal to how many seconds? We all know this. It is 60 seconds. So we should know that 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Second example, 7 minute. We want to change this minute into second. So what do? We just times it by 60. You rewrite it in column form. So 0 times 7 is 0. 7 times 6 is 42. And the answer is 420 seconds. Now I'm going to talk about this short form right here. We can also write down minutes in short form, which is min, or seconds in its short form sec. Okay, so every now and then I'm just gonna write down the short form, and you should know what this means. So 9 minute, we want to change it to second. As usual, changing from minutes to seconds, we just times it by 60. rewrite it in column format. So 0 times 9 gives 0. 9 times 6 gives 54. So the answer is 540 seconds. Now, so this is a very simple example. Next, okay, so we were focusing on this one just now, conversion of time from minutes to second. Just now was a very simple example because it's 2-digit times 1-digit. Now, example 3, I'm gonna give you a more challenging questions and examples. Same one, converting from minute to seconds. So S2S on this side right here, we're going to check the units, minute to second. We're going to choose which conversion. So from minutes to seconds, we're going to times it by 60. And then we're going to carry out the calculation. So 11 minute, we want to change it to seconds. Same steps as usual, rewrite it in column format. Now the only thing that is different is that this is 2 by 2 digit, okay, which I know you have learned this before. So I need you to do this slowly because you tend to make a careless mistake when you do it quickly. Just step by step, one by one. Okay, so we're going to multiply these two numbers. So 0 times 1 gives 0. 1 times 6 gives 60. There you go. And then for the next row, the second row right over here, we all know that we need to put a space or put a 0 here. So we're going to put that 0 first, and then we're going to continue with our multiplication. So 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 6 is 6. And then we're going to plus, and that gives us 0 plus 0 is 0. 6 plus 0 is 6, and 6 goes down, so the answer is 660 seconds. Next example, 20 minutes. We want to change this to a second, so we're just going to multiply it by 60, rewrite it in column form. So 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 6 is 0. So you have 0, 0, and do not forget that for the second row, you need to put a 0 over here or a space over here. Okay? And then you're going to continue with your multiplication. So 2 times 0, so that's a 0 right there. So 2 times 0 gives 0, and then 2 times 6 gives 12. And then you add on these two rows. So 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 2 goes down and 1 goes down, so the answer is 1200 seconds. Now it's time for you to try. I have put on the conversion right here for easy for you to refer to easily. So the first question is 3 hours. We want to change it to minute. So take a piece of paper and do the working right there, and choose which conversion you're gonna choose to do. So this one from hours to minutes. So from hours to minutes, just times it by 60. So the second question is 15 minutes to seconds. So check which conversion are you taking. So from minute to seconds, it's right here, minute to second, you just times it by 60. Rewrite it in column form first, and then do it slowly. And a bonus for all of you, 2 days equals how many hours? So the last question is a bonus question if you can try it yourself. It has nothing to do with the conversion right here. So we all know that 1 day equals 24 hours. So how about 2 days? So what do we do? Okay, so we're gonna recap on the LO today. We are converting units of time in days, hours, minutes, and seconds. Our S2S are the first one. We're going to check on the units. Just check what are the units that you need to convert. And then you choose which conversion. And then you carry out the calculation. So I'm just going to quickly recap the conversion again. So from hours to minutes, you just times it by 60. From minutes to seconds, you just times it by 60 as well. That's all for today. For today's exercise, you can click on the link above, or you can click on the link I have provided on the WhatsApp group. That's all for today. Thank you everyone, and good luck.